Yes, it's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time with me, Micheal, and my guest. Welcome again to the Touch with me, Micheal, and the guest. Guess what? Today is an awesome experience today to have someone like this special, my guest, special person here today with you, with me, and with him. Yes, so thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you for loving our videos on MCTV Multimedia Production, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter, and on TikTok. Go there straight away and love and like our videos. Thank you for doing that. Guess what? Today we have someone, an expert here today, an expert in catfish farming, an entrepreneur. He has many professions at hand. Yes, I guess what? Meet Mr. Leo here today. Thank you for coming on my show today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
It's a big pleasure to have you too on my show today.
Yeah,
so how is family, how's work, how's business?
It's been good all through.
It's been good all through. Yes, you say you are into catfish farming.
Yes.
So when do you start that? How does that happen?
I started 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, January 5. Yeah, and I've gotten 16 years working experience already.
Wow. For good 16 years you have been into this business.
Yeah, that is what I've been doing all my life.
Now, so as in all the days of your life?
No, since I've been working. The past 16 years I've been into fish farming.
Well, for the past 16 years.
Yes.
It means you have become a billionaire by now.
Not really.
So how do you learn? Do you learn it, or how come about it?
I learned from my elder brother, who attended School of Fishery at Tekpe. So where he worked, that was when I came around to pay him a visit, and I saw what he was doing, and I told him I have interest in it, and he said if I have interest and I have time, I'll be able to achieve what I want.
So for the past 16 years, has been the one to monitor you, to guide you?
No, I only stayed in his place for like 3 months before a job offer came out for him at Magudo Estate. So he asked me to go cover up for him, that when the month end, he will come and take up from there. But when the month was about ending, I told the people that I was working for that I'll be going soon. They were like, why? I told them it's my brother's job. And they said that isn't a problem, because since I've been working with them, they are cool with my service. So that was how I started working.
So and your brother is okay with that?
Yeah, he doesn't really have an issue then, because he was planning of leaving where he was working when he had a better offer. But since I was there, he later reconciled with his boss. So and I continued. That was how I started.
So what actually motivates you into this?
Fish farming. And normally I'm the kind of person that loves animal from the onset. But it's not that I wanted to venture into fish farming full time. But when I started, it's fun. The process is fun. Yeah, breeding fish is fun, like bringing life out of life, or bringing things into life. It's always interesting. Yes, it's always interesting.
So what are those things you have faced, the challenges you have faced doing this?
Well, the journey is not that rosy, because being into fish farming for 16 years, it's a whole lot of time, and a whole lot of pain, and a whole lot of success, and a whole lot of losses.
Do that even require a lot of money to start that kind of business?
Yeah, it depends if you are into large scale or small scale farming. If you're into large scale, that means you're planning of feeding, let me say, the public.
Okay.
But if it's into small scale, maybe you just want to do it for your family or personal consumption. So that one wouldn't take much.
Like how much are we talking about?
You can't really put a fixed price, because one, area differs. But the major things you need if you want to venture into fish farming, you need a secured land.
1.
Then you need water supply.
2.
Then you need a drainage channel.
3.
Then you need capital.
Wow.
The capital now depends how big
you want it to be.
So those are the things you need to put in check.
So some people, we had some people, they started this same business, but at the long run, they put an end to it. What are the causes?
There are a lot of causes that makes fish farming to crash out. One, some people are into fish farming not because they have passion for it. They are into it to make money. And once everybody wants to make money as an entrepreneur.
Sure.
But what I'm trying to insinuate is, if you have passion for something, you don't mind the obstacles, because everything has obstacles.
Sure.
You don't mind the obstacles and the pain. But most people, if you are just after, like, my friend is doing it and I want to do it too, you don't know the secrets that the person has. You don't know the people that the person knows. Then another thing about Nigeria, we don't like paying experts.
Those people that know about it.
Yes. You just be like, I went for a seminar. Yes. Just imagine, let me say I want to tell you what I knew for 16 years in the space of 2 hours. It's not possible. Or let me say I want to tell you all what I knew for 16 years.
But majority of you guys also, if you want to train us maybe a particular seminar, within a day we tell us, okay, I can teach you all these things, just come within 2. What you have learned for the past 16 years, you want to teach me a day? Is it possible?
It's not that it's not possible. I do seminars too. I do personal seminar, I do seminar in church. But one thing I tell people is, the first thing is, I'm not the best.
Alright.
Then the knowledge I want to give you, the knowledge or like an advice or what I know, it's not 100%. It's not that it's not 100%. We have other people that has other views. Like if I write 6 now, me looking at it here is 6, and you looking at it, it's 9. Yeah. And if we want to achieve a particular thing, we all have other ways. The major goal is how to get it. Some people, the same tax, lesser time. Some people, the same tax. You understand? Just like you want to go to a journey, some people know shorter cuts to paths.
Yes.
So that is what I'm trying to say about it. Then if I want to train anybody, I will tell you these are the basics. Like most of the thing I will tell you, if you go to the net, you meet it there. So it's not that even you meeting it in the net, it's 100%. But if I train you, what makes you last? It's the follow-up.
Okay. That's
there are a lot of people that when they need your, like, they come for your seminar, they'll be like, I know it. Or somebody in my area does it. Somebody in your area does it. How far has he? Yeah. Like me that have been into the fish farming for 16 years. There's a time I wanted to quit. There's a time I wanted to back out. But some way, somehow, I still picked interest. And one thing in fish farming, there is no perfect way of doing things. Like if you want to do production, you follow the process. There's the process of production. If I tell you the process of production, if you bring 10 farmers who want to produce, but we have different methods.
But our goal
is
one.
Yes, that's it.
So we have to talk about Nigeria at large. We have many of our youths now, they don't care about all this entrepreneurial. They focus on education. So does entrepreneur actually affect our economy?
It does, because most people out there, you see a lot of graduates, they are done with school. Like one thing in school cannot teach you how to become rich. School will just make you a perfect gentleman. It's very rare before you see a professor, a teacher, or a lecturer that are millionaires. It's not that they are not, but it's very rare. Like in the street now, street will teach you 1 + 1 is 11, but in school they'll teach you 1 + 1 is 2. That's why you see most school dropouts do better than the ones that have the certificate. School is good, 100%, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But most of these countries and economic, you see, this smaller business helps and boosts economy.
Yeah, economy.
Yes, it will reduce the workload in the government. Just imagine I have my own farm and I have like 5 people working for me. The workload, people that are looking for work from the government has reduced.
Has reduced.
Yes, before you know this little small scale business, it helps the economy and it helps the country too.
So you are actually advising us right now that education is actually good, and to be an entrepreneur too, it's good. Right?
Yeah, it's the both is good, very good. Yeah, but what I would advise any youth, no matter what you are studying in school, you need to have like handwork, what you can do. What you can do. Because most people, they end up after studying. Imagine the people that are studying, for example, banking and finance. How many of them are they recruiting in the bank every year? That's one. Then in a country or anywhere, it's either you are producing or you are selling things. If you are not doing any of the two, you can never be rich.
Yes.
So those are some of the stuff I think.
Those are the things you actually think about it, right?
Yeah.
So do you think in Nigeria we are making impact in this kind of area?
We are not really making impact because most people, they don't value handwork now. And that is some of the thing that is telling in our economy, because like most jobs now, it's not that I don't really get jobs offer. I do. Most of the time it's just the pay. But there is no place I want to go. I'll be like, I have 16 years working experience. Only that alone kills most of the stuff. Some people be like, okay, I have 5 years working experience. These guys that I have 16 years working, at least there will be 1 or 2 or 3 things that he knows that I don't know. So those are some of the things that gives me upper edge. And this fish work now, it's more or less a practical stuff. It's not all about grammar. If you can do it, if you meet somebody that knows it, 1 or 2 questions or 1 or 2 conversing with the person, you know that this person knows what he wants. But it doesn't end there. It's when you meet the person in the field of play, that's when you know that this person what he's doing. Yeah.
So do you have a brand?
Yes, I do.
What's the name of the brand?
A Mega Breed Farms.
Mega Breed. So do you have a location where people can come?
I don't really have a location for now, but I can drop my number. I have a site that I'm working on, my personal.
Your personal site.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but the place is at Mowe, and presently I'm at Ikorodu.
Mowe in Lagos.
Yes, Mowe Bafo. So I'm at Ikorodu presently.
Okay, so if anybody actually needs, they can call you.
Yes.
So okay, before that, even actually personally, we have some people outside the country that they wish, okay, can you roast? Do you roast?
Yes, I do all aspects of fish farming. I know how to breed.
Okay, you have to breed.
I know how to breed. I know how to do the table size. That's the big ones.
Okay.
Yes, I know how to do barbecue. I know how to smoke.
So in case anybody have a particular occasion, they can call you.
Yes.
For that also.
Yes, I do that.
So we can drop your number so our viewers can call you.
My number is 070
30
45 again
45
and 25.
So that's your WhatsApp number. You can
that's my WhatsApp.
Text you, can message you. So in case you are looking for a particular low-key, our money is not too high. So a low-key where you is someone who you can actually trust. You can trust with everything about fish. Is capable, is reliable, is an expert in fish farming. So you can contact Mr. Leo on that WhatsApp. You will see the WhatsApp number on your screen. So Mr. Leo, thank you very much for coming on my show today. We believe most of our Nigerian youths now, we are employing them to venture into works.
Yes.
Education is good, but we employ each and every one of us to venture into handwork. Handwork pays. You are studying, you are doing 1 or 2 things that fetch you money. So at the end of the day, it's not that you actually bring everything onto government. Be like, okay, government, we have so many youths outside there. There are many graduates from mass communication. You will see like 2,000 students. From banking and finance, you see 2,000 students. Which complaint do we have? So imagine we are doing 1 or 2 business. These are the ways we can actually help our country by developing ourselves again. Develop yourself, venture into entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is not bad. Let's go into it. Let's make cool money. As my see, he has money. If you see him billing. So Mr. Ali, what can you say to our viewers before you leave this show today?
It's an opportunity, but one thing I would like to say about fish farming, it's a business you can do at the back of your house.
Hmm.
Yes, even if you're in a rented apartment or not. Then another thing is most things that makes fish farming not really profitable. It's one, the government is part of it. Then the food, because we don't produce.
Okay.
All the food we use all the food we need, they are all imported, except some local production like Chi and then Durante and Chi and Blue Crown.
Okay.
Yeah, those ones are the ones that we can say they are locally produced. But if the government can help, yet it will still anakazu people or compel them to venture into fish farming. And if you venture into fish farming, I would bet you wouldn't regret it. Then it's also, aside the side also, it's also a retirement job, because most people we are only working. We are not planning or thinking when I'm old. Yes, it's something that you can do. Even last week I still went to Mowe to help somebody to install a pond.
Wow.
Those people, they are matured, aged men, and they are still making their money in their own compound. Yes, without stress. So that's.
All right, thank you very much. Do well to like our videos on our YouTube, on our Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok. MCTV Multimedia Production. This is where we just put and freestyle to our show today. Me, Micheal, and my guest. See you next time. Bye for now.